Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot, it's me Matt here, and today we're back with another Q&A video. If you're not familiar with the format, basically I take around 8 to 10 questions from you guys and I try and answer them as best as I can. This first one, not really much of a question, just someone surprised that they got Lucid their first try. It is something that is going to vary from individual to individual, but it absolutely is possible to get Lucid your first try. I got Lucid my second try with mild, so I was quite lucky in that regard. But at the same time, don't expect this. Don't expect that you're going to necessarily get Lucid your first time. Some people do, other people it's going to take a lot longer. It's going to vary from person to person, simple as that. Question number 2, are you still practicing astral projection? You should make another video on it. So I've actually answered this in at least one other Q&A before, but I don't expect all you guys to watch that because I know only a few hundred people have seen those Q&As. So no, I'm not still practicing astral projection. I haven't had any more progress with it since the last videos I made on it. I had like one other experience since then and that was about it. So I don't have anything to talk about there, so I'm not going to make more videos, just to get views on a subject that I don't have anything to add to. Yes, I know there are a lot of people interested in that and it could draw more people to the channel and whatever, but unless I have some more experiences in that area, I'm not going to make any more videos on it. And at the minute, that's not something I'm trying for. I'm just practicing my lucid dreaming and that's it. And the main reason for that is that when I did actually have some success with it, I found it a lot harder. And as even lucid dreaming isn't like the main focus of my life and it's something that I do as kind of an added extra, yeah? And don't necessarily work on every single day, I take regular breaks from lucid dreaming. There are times where I don't focus on it whatsoever. So with that in mind, I don't really feel like I have the time and energy to dedicate to that as well at the minute, or I'm just focused on too many other things that right now that's not a priority for me. I might investigate it more in future. It is something that I'd like to explore some more, get to understand better and truly figure out exactly what's happening, if it is just same as a regular lucid dream, something different, blah blah blah. I would like to experience that at some point, but right now it's not a priority. Right now I'm not even trying that, and so there won't be any videos on it anytime soon. When I count my fingers, do I just count them with my fingers or just look at them and see if it's distorted? Okay, so this is on my reality checks in public video where I was talking about how to do reality checks in public without looking all weird and that, and I suggested counting your fingers. Now, when I suggested that, I do mean counting your fingers, but you can also look at your hand and see if it's distorted as well. But counting your fingers is a little bit better because sometimes your hands will look relatively normal in your dreams, but then you'll start counting your fingers and you'll suddenly realise you've got an extra finger or two, or you've got one missing or something. So it's good to do a bit of both. Question number 4. Is it normal to not be able to sleep after waking up after 6 hours? No, that's probably not normal for most people, but hey, I'm exactly the same way. I have insomnia issues. I find it hard to fall asleep. I find it hard to fall back asleep, even more so a lot of the time. So I actually have that issue, and that's why I actually don't perform certain techniques very much anymore. I try to focus on techniques that make it very, very easy for me to get back to sleep when I do them. Things like mild, for example. I prefer mild to wake back to bed. I actually think wake back to bed tends to work better for some people. But for me, because I know that I only have a certain window of time in which I can actually fall back asleep, wake back to bed is very risky. Mild I can do very quickly, fall back asleep and I'm all good. Wake back to bed, I get up for 10 minutes, I get back to bed and I can't fall asleep. So it's not like normal, it's not like something that everyone has, but if you have sleep issues at all, or you just find it a little bit harder to get to sleep, then yes, this is quite common. One thing to do is focus on your meditation a lot. That's the best thing you can do. Do some reality checks as well. And then pick techniques that allow you to go back to sleep quickly. Things like mild, things like DEILD. Next question. Does lucid dream cause sleep, Now, I kind of interpreted this message in two different ways. The first one is, does lucid dreaming cause sleep? Which, well, you have to be asleep to lucid dream. You can't do it while awake. This is not a daydream. This is an actual dream, but you're aware of it and often in control. The second way that I interpreted this was actually how I first read it. I read it as like, like, does lucid dreaming cause sleep paralysis? That was just the way it was in my head, like, sleep, as if someone didn't want to say sleep paralysis. So if that was your question, lucid dreaming and sleep paralysis do have some kind of links in that sleep paralysis can occur during REM. If you're waking up during REM and stuff, there's a chance you might wake up in sleep paralysis. I don't really think lucid dreaming encourages sleep paralysis that much, but if you are interrupting your sleep in REM, there's always the possibility. That said, sleep paralysis isn't something to be feared. I've made several videos on it. In fact, I suggest embracing it, turning it into a friend, making it a tool that you can use to get lucid, and just actually trying to induce it and spend some time there allows you to get comfortable with it so it's no longer something to fear. Can you show us another lucid dreaming challenge? Okay, you know what? I want to make some more lucid dreaming challenge videos, but I'm going to do you one better than that, and I'm going to give you a lucid dreaming challenge right now. My challenge to you is to go into a lucid dream, talk to your subconscious mind, and get it to give you an idea for something creative that you're interested in. If you draw, get it to give you an idea for something to draw. If you write, get it to give you an idea for something to write about. If you make videos like me, get a video idea. And if you're feeling a little brave and you succeed with this, then come back here and share what you actually got as your idea and whether you went through with creating that. Next question, question number 7. What's your opinion on FILD or FILD? I've been trying that for the past week combined with mild and meditation about 10 minutes a day. I've never had a lucid dream. Oh yeah, I also do reality checks, counting my fingers, finger through palm, holding my nose and trying to breathe. Okay, so I think FILD is a great technique, but me personally, it's not really for me. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I have some trouble falling asleep, but I also have trouble like staying still, remaining calm. I have like restless legs and fidget constantly. Like if you saw me, even while I'm recording these videos, like my legs are moving all over the place, my arms are moving all over the place. That's just me. And so when I'm trying to do the finger movements of FILD, often I just get this tendency of just starting to fidget all over. And when I do that, then I can't fall back asleep. So FILD for me is really hit or miss. Sometimes when I'm relaxed, I can just lay there, I do it and it works and it's quick and it's great. But other times just actually starting to do the finger movements just makes me want to fidget and makes it hard to fall back asleep and to perform the technique. So yeah, in short, good technique, but not the best for me. Based on everything else you've said though, you say that you've been trying this for the past week, so first of all, just keep at it, you know, you're doing the right things, keep at it longer, you know, the time it takes is different for everyone, as I said earlier in this video. You might get lucky and get lucid on day one, or it might take a couple of weeks, a few weeks even. There are lots of variables involved in your success. The next thing I want to address is you mentioned that you meditate for about 10 minutes a day. Honestly, I don't really think this is enough. Try and double that, try and do 20 minutes a day. Now you don't have to do that right away, slowly build up to it, and in fact I'm going to make a video about that soon, how you can start with say 5 minutes a day and then slowly build up to longer and longer. But my goal for you would be over the next few weeks to gradually build up to 20 minutes of meditation a day. And also, if you've never had a lucid dream before, I would just start with mild meditation and reality checks and then try FILD next. Because while it's good to try lots of different things as a beginner, it's also good to try and master one thing at a time as well. Now the reason I still suggest doing reality checks and meditation as well is because they're kind of like supplemental things. They are techniques in themselves and they can give you amazing results in themselves, especially meditation, which I still think is the best technique out there. But they kind of don't like interfere with other techniques. Whereas those techniques where you've woken up after 6 hours and you're doing the technique, you kind of have to focus a bit on getting that technique right. And so I usually suggest just doing one there at first. And my usual suggestion is either wake back to bed if you don't have trouble falling back asleep like I do, or if you're like me, then mild. After a few weeks of that, if you haven't had any success, or if you have and you want to try and experiment a bit, that's when I'd suggest trying other things like FILD, like SSILD, like WILD, and so on. Question number 8, are you going to make another one? This is on my guided meditation for lucid dreams video that I made recently. Well, it's more of an audio than a video. And yeah, I really enjoyed making that one. I had a lot more fun making that than my previous hypnosis ones. And I think that was because I just kind of went with the flow. And I think the end result was a lot better. It was also around twice as long, or a little bit shorter than twice as long, but almost twice as long. And I liked the end result a lot. I enjoyed making that and I would like to make more, so yes, I'm definitely going to make some more guided meditations. And on that note, you guys can help me out. Let me know down in the comments below what guided meditations you'd like to see from me. They can be anything. They can be, you know, guided meditations just to relax, guided meditations to warm you up for sitting meditation, guided meditations for lucid dreaming again, maybe for something specific like dream control or like remembering to do reality checks or whatever. So yeah, let me know what kind of guided meditations you'd like to see me do. Question number 9, how do you meditate? Well, good news buddy, because there is an entire series just for you on my channel. It is called Meditation, the Complete Series, and I teach you everything you need to know about meditation. And in that series, there's a video titled something something breath meditation. I can't remember the exact name, I'm sorry, but just search for breath meditation on my channel. And if you go to that video, it teaches you how to sit and how to meditate. But I also recommend checking out the whole series because there's a lot more information about like warming up, choosing the right sitting position and so on. So yeah, check that out. Question number 10 was on my 3 times when you shouldn't lucid dream video. Someone asked, didn't you upload this before? This video I don't think was a remake of an old video. I might be wrong there. But I wanted to address this because I've had this question a few times on some of my videos. Haven't I seen a similar video before, or haven't you done this sort of thing before? And you would probably be correct. If you feel like you've seen this video before when you see one of my videos come out, you might be absolutely spot on. I am constantly learning and evolving as a YouTuber and trying to improve the quality of my videos, trying to make them easier to understand, like with the text on screen that you see in my new videos, trying not to waffle on as much. Okay, this video is a bit of an exception because it's a Q&A video, but you know, trying to stay focused on the topic and particular bullet points and so on to make it easier to understand. I've also made some improvements to audio and video quality over the years, and so every so often I just feel like making a version of an old video that is a little bit better, a little bit more up to date. Sometimes I need to update the information in the video because, you know, I have new, better information. But perhaps the most common reason that I feel like remaking a video is because I see that most people are not seeing that video. Like, there are videos that I put out answering so many of these different questions that you guys have, and a lot of the times you guys just don't know that they exist. So this is a subject that I want to address before we end the video. I took a look at my analytics recently, and I looked at basically, you know, how many people were seeing each video. And I knew that a small percentage of my subscribers view my videos. And I just thought, hey, this is because, you know, my thumbnails aren't great. I'm not an artist, yeah. I don't make the greatest or most clickable thumbnails. So people are probably seeing my videos and just not clicking them. What I found out was that that's not the case. My click-through ratio, which is how many people that see your video's thumbnail actually go on to click on it, is actually normal, and in some cases even on the high side. What was low is my impressions. Impressions is how many times someone ever sees that this video exists. You know, they find it on search, or they find it on my channel page, or more commonly it pops up in their subscription feed. And I found that in a lot of cases only 5,000 to 10,000 of my 49,000 subscribers ever get an impression for a new video that comes out. That means between 10 and 20% of my subscribers ever know that any one of my videos exists. Now, if you're watching every single video of mine that comes out, YouTube probably remembers this and will probably show you my latest video when it comes out. So there are going to be people watching this who have been seeing every video as it comes out. But I'm sure there's at least one of you watching this right now who has felt like I haven't been releasing many videos recently, and that is absolutely not the case. You just haven't been seeing them because YouTube, for whatever reason, isn't showing you most of my videos. So if you do want to keep watching my videos, this is why the notification icon is a lifesaver. The notification icon is a little bell that you see next to my name if you go below the video now, and if you click that and enable notifications, then YouTube will actually email you when one of my new videos comes out. This removes all the guesswork. You don't have to rely on the algorithm to say, hey, it's a Tipharot video day today. You can just get the videos when they come out and then decide yourself if you want to see them, not just trust YouTube to decide for you. So I highly recommend doing that now. But anyway, back to the original question. Again, I am waffling on a little bit here. Back to the original question. Perhaps the biggest reason that I remake old videos is that a lot of the time they don't get seen by many people at all, or they do get seen by a good number of people, but not a lot of my actual subscribers, mostly just people finding it through search or whatever. And so I get asked questions that I've already answered in those videos. And yes, I can individually reply to people, re-answer those questions or direct them to those videos. But sometimes it's easier to just make a new, updated, better video on the subject and try and answer some of those questions again in the hopes that some new people see it and that it answers a question for them. Right, that was quite the ramble there. I apologise for making this drag on so long. Thank you for your questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Q&A video. Do remember though, enable those notifications because, yeah, YouTube is only showing 10 to 20% of you my videos. Yeah, that is the YouTube algorithm for you. Just make sure that if you actually do want to stay up to date with my videos, You do something about it yourself, because YouTube can't always be relied on. Also, do be sure to check out my new lucid dreaming book that just released. I'm not going to make this drag on any longer, but I put out a video announcing it, so check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to keep watching, check out one of the 2 videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care.